Hey everyone, Jason Weckerle here. In today's video, I'm going to do a review on these Clam ice fishing jig boxes. I've been using different types of these boxes over the past 10 to 15 years. I've even went as far as making my own fly and jig boxes for all sorts of flies, jigs, for open water fishing, ice fishing, whatever. You can make them out of little pencil cases and any type of box you really find, really. I mean, as long as you can find some craft foam that you can cut some slits into, cut that foam out, glue it into these boxes. This right here was just a old Ardent reel cleaning kit box that I cleaned out and made into a fly box. So there's all sorts of different fly boxes, jig boxes that are out there, all different types, but you always see these Clam boxes being sold during ice fishing season, and I'm gonna go through the pros and cons of what I like about each of these boxes. This is a new one I just picked up, and so far I'm really loving this thing. This thing fits perfectly into my Eagle Claw ice fishing rod case, and it just slides right in there. But it holds 171 jigs, but I technically fit about 210 jigs in here because I put 2 jigs per slot on some of these. But I'm really loving this so far. I've been shaking this thing up. It doesn't seem like any of the jigs fall out of it. Not even seeing a single jig move in that box, which was the problem I was having with these smaller boxes. As you guys can see, I don't have anything in here, but I've used this thing for about 10 to 15 years now, and it's served me well, but a lot of times I had my jigs falling out of these boxes, and one time my hands were so cold when I went to go tie a jig on, I opened my box up and a bunch of jigs fell out into the snow. Not even sure I found all the jigs or got them all back. And if you buy tungsten metal jigs, those things are expensive. They're like $2 to $5 a piece. You don't want to be losing them. So I was really happy to get this brand new box. I paid $15 at Fleet Farm. And as you guys can see, I'm shaking that thing up. It's been serving me really well the past couple weeks, and I'm really loving it. It's got this really nice latch on it that opens up, and they all fit in there perfectly. And what I like is you just kind of take your jig and it just sort of backs into each slot perfectly, but none of them are moving. I can hit that thing. They're not coming out. So that's a lot more that can be said about these older boxes. They still sell these, and I think they might have even been a little more expensive than this one. I might be wrong. I can't remember right now, but these boxes right here, although they serve their purpose, you guys can see right there, all the jigs are falling out of them. They're just going everywhere. That right there, I already got 3 or 4 jigs coming out of the slots. If you're going across the lake and your stuff is bouncing around inside your bucket, your ice fishing rod case, your pocket, whatever, it's going to get messed up. You're going to chip your paint off your jigs. You're going to lose jigs like I did when I dropped some jigs in the snow because of this box right here, actually. So I'm actually just retiring these boxes to become like crappie jig, hair jig boxes for open water, because anything that has jigs falling out of it you don't want to use for ice fishing. So I would definitely, they serve their purpose for many years. I can't say that I hated these boxes, but right off the bat, the foam inside these boxes started to wear out like right away, and I was always having trouble keeping those jigs in these boxes. So these particular Clam boxes right here, I'm not a huge fan of. Not the worst thing in the world, but they serve their purpose. But the past couple weeks, I'm really loving this blue one. It's nice and flat. It says it holds 171 jigs. Like I said, I fit over 210 jigs in here because the slots are so deep and they're so like wide, or they're so long that you can actually fit 2 jigs per slot depending on the size of your jig head. So right down here, you guys can see I got like 2 in each compartment. But up here for these heavier tungsten jigs, I could only fit one jig per slot, but it all depends on the size of the jig head. And what I have here is everything up to right about here is all tungsten jigs. These are all lead, which if you're an ice fisherman, you want both. Lead falls a lot slower than tungsten. Tungsten is heavier than lead. So sometimes those fish want a really slow fall. They don't want the jig pummeling down to the bottom, but have both lead and have tungsten jigs in your collection because that slow fall will help you sometimes. That's just a little tip if you're a pan fisherman. But pick yourself up this box right here. This is absolute great product so far. So you guys can see those jigs aren't coming out. They're in there nice and snug. There's not much more I can say about this. Great product right here. I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. These right here, I give them 3.5 to 4 stars out of 5 because I mean they serve their purpose for a long time. If you use a lot of really small jigs, they don't fall out as much, but if they're heavier, the weight of the jig just pulls right out of the slots. Not really happy about that, but they'll serve their purpose for open water when I put some hair jigs, marabou jigs in them. But if you guys like this video, subscribe to my page, hit the like button, show some support. Not much more I can say about an ice box, but definitely pick yourself up this Clam ice box right here, this flat one. Take care, good luck fishing, and stay safe out on the ice.